Good morning. August update. August. Today is the 7th. It's actually my grandson's daddy's birthday. Happy birthday to Trey. I sent him a message on Facebook. Hope he has a good day. Rose is doing good. We've had quite a few blooms on it this year. It comes up orange. Pretty orange. Tennessee orange. Little fig bush doing good. Peppers are still kicking. Peppers are still getting it. They like it hot. We've had it hot, and May was wet. June was hot. July was hotter. Now we're into August and everything's about quit growing. Got some cherry tomatoes left, and that plant right there is probably 8 foot tall, 7 foot, growing up to the porch. I've got strings holding it up. I've got a lot of little cherry tomatoes off of that one. This one, I think it turned out to be like a beefsteak. Sometimes tomato plants are not marked well. I don't know what they are. I thought it was a better boy, but better boys don't get that big. I've had some worm issues, hornworms, and I picked them off and picked them off and picked them off. They eat the plant, but they don't get into the tomatoes as much, which is a good thing. This tomato plant, it's about shot. I got one that's kind of orange. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. Probably today. Just let it ripen on the porch. And that one is growing up, and it's still got blooms. I've topped it so it don't grow any higher. That one still got blooms on it. It won't make any more, I don't think. My cucumbers are all but gone. I cut them down. And I've got several potted here. They've just come up this week. I'm going to put them out and see if I can get some fall cucumbers. I got some cuttings off of these tomato plants that I just showed. I'm going to see if I can grow them this fall. Maybe get some late tomatoes. Not sure. That little fig's doing good. I planted some more green beans here about a week and a half ago. They're about 1.5 foot tall. I'm going to have to put them in the ground. I put some in the ground here. They're rattlesnake pole beans. This poor old squash, it got worms in it. I got 2 or 3 zucchini. It's not a squash. Kind of. It's about gone. I ain't done too good on the squash end of things this year. Peppers, I've got peppers everywhere. Bell peppers, I've eaten bell peppers. We've eaten bell peppers and meals. This one turned out to be another jalapeno, and these are a 6-inch pot. You don't have to have a lot to grow a pepper plant. They've been sitting right there for about 2 months. I picked 2 or 3 bell peppers off each one of these. And I've had some worm problems on them too. Cutworms got on them. I caught them in time though, and sent them to heaven. Maybe they'll chew on something in heaven. I don't know. Don't know how that works. For the worms anyway. I know how it works for us. These are jalapenos. I've picked jalapenos, canned jalapenos, give away jalapenos. These are hybrid Thai peppers. That other plant I just showed a minute ago, it's a hybrid Thai pepper. They are hot, boy. They're good though. I've picked them, I've canned them in soup mix. I've canned them with some green tomatoes. I've given them away. They have produced wonderfully. That little ceramic pot right there, I put some beans in it just last week. I see the bugs are enjoying the leaves on it. But they'll grow. They're starting to vine up. Yeah, there's the culprit right there. Look at that. I don't know what kind of worm that is, but it's fixing to go to heaven. Here's a volunteer tomato plant. They might have one or two off of it before it gets too bad. And there's a cutworm right there. See that little green worm? They will eat that plant to death in just about 3 days if you leave them alone. They'll get about 3 inches long and big around as your thumb. But they won't mess with the tomatoes too bad. They'll eat every leaf on the plant off of it. You have to watch for them. Here's a bell pepper. I picked 2 off this one the other day. I've got half of one or one of them in the refrigerator. I'll put in some kind of meal in the next day or two. This one here, jalapenos, full of jalapenos. I have been bombarded with jalapenos, and they're hot too. They're good. There's another bell pepper. Another one behind it. They're in little 6-inch pots. I produce bell peppers off of them. It's got new ones coming on. These jalapenos. Good and hot jalapenos. Right there's a bell pepper. I just moved it out here from under the porch the other day. It'll have some on it probably before cooler weather hits. It's in a 6-inch pot. Okra. Okra has done fair. Not the best in the world. But I think I'm kind of impressed with this emerald green. Those 2 rows in the middle, they're getting pretty tall right now. Emerald green. They're pretty good producers. The thing I like about them is the pods. They get pretty long. That one's 5 inches long. But they're not sticky. Like some of the other ones, they don't stick you. They make you itch. They're rounded. They produce pretty good. They grow fast. Of course, it's okra. I've trimmed the leaves. Every time I pick one off of it, I trim the leaf, cut the leaf off. But I want the plant to produce okra, not leaves. I've seen some other people do that, and it worked. This poor old tomato plant has been molested by the worms. I picked quite a few tomatoes off of it. That's a better boy. They get about as big as a little better than a golf ball, maybe tennis ball size, but they're good. I've canned tomatoes off these and the other little garden down at the road. But this will probably be my last update on this garden until I maybe do a winter garden. Maybe some, I don't know, peas. I've got some snap peas I'm going to put out. I like them, but they need cooler weather. Green beans, I've canned, I know 3 quarts and about 3 pints. I've got a picture I'll try to put in of the stuff I've canned. Probably 20 quarts of tomatoes or tomato, onion, pepper mix. We use it in soups and other dishes during the winter. But these, they're still producing. And I've got those new plants I'm going to put out, plus these. I'm going to transplant those cucumbers over here where I had the other cucumbers around the bottom of this fence row, and let them climb up on it. They done real good. I eat salad every day for probably a month off of the tomatoes and cucumbers. But these still have blooms coming on. Still have blooms coming out. Still got green beans hanging in there. I've got some in the refrigerator now that I'll probably eat tonight. Green beans. And these are Kentucky Wonder, I think, Blue Lake Kentucky Wonder, something like that. Pole beans. They produce pretty good, and they're not bad for strings. Kind of a stringless, you might say. But yeah, see that? They'll be full grown here in about a day or two. They'll be 5 inches long. Pretty good. So that's the update for my small garden here at the house. Just tend to it a little bit and you'll get some fresh produce out of it. Plenty of peppers. God bless y'all. Have a good day.